Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, Charlie Kirk was Dr. Frankenstein, and his monster shot him through the neck. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further blames Charlie Kirk for his own murder. Whereas Clause 1 of Rule 13 of the Rules of the House of Representatives provides a member, delegate, resident commissioner, officer, or employee of the House shall behave at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibility on the House. Whereas Representative Ilhan Omar's actions in the wake of the assassination of Charlie Kirk are reprehensible and affect the dignity and integrity of the proceedings of the House and do not reflect the credibility on the House. Now therefore be it resolved that Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota be censured. Representative Ilhan Omar forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. Representative Ilhan Omar be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker, and Representative Ilhan Omar be and is hereby removed from the Committee on Education and Workforce and removed from the Committee on the Budget of the House.
All right, what you just saw is one of the most intense moments from the House floor this week, and it raises some serious questions about accountability in Congress. Welcome back to Congress Lens. I'm Audrey. Today we're looking at the failed attempt by Nancy Mace to censure Ilhan Omar following the controversy surrounding comments made after the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The vote was extremely close, and the outcome is already sparking debate across the country. In my opinion, whether someone agrees with Charlie Kirk's politics or not, the bigger issue here is about standards in Congress. When a public figure is assassinated and a member of Congress appears to amplify rhetoric that many see as blaming or mocking the victim, it naturally raises questions about responsibility and respect in public office. That is the issue Nancy Mace said she was trying to address with this resolution. But the House ended up blocking the censure by just one vote, which makes the situation even more controversial. In this video we will break down what Nancy Mace proposed, what Ilhan Omar was accused of doing, how the debate unfolded on the House floor, and why the final vote was so close. Before we dive in, make sure you like the video, subscribe to Congress Lens, and turn on notifications so you do not miss our breakdowns of the biggest moments happening inside Congress. Now let's watch the full clip.
The House will be in order. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from South Carolina seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to a question of the privileges of the House and offer the resolution that was previously noticed.
The clerk will report the resolution.
House Resolution 713, whereas Charlie Kirk was a lifelong advocate for freedom of speech, civil political discourse, and the political engagement of youth, whereas Charlie Kirk was a man of deep faith, a husband, and a father of 2 young children, whereas on September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated on the campus of Utah Valley University while exercising his First Amendment right to freedom of speech. Whereas on September 11, 2025, one day after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar gave an interview on a Zateo town hall with Mehdi Hassan in which she smeared Charlie Kirk and implied he was to blame for his own murder. Whereas on September 12, 2025, 2 days after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar reposted a video on X, formerly known as Twitter, which disparaged the character of Charlie Kirk and those mourning his death. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X states, Charlie Kirk is dead, and before the body got cold, the far right propped his corpse up as a cardinal for their holy war. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, don't be fooled. These people don't give a single shit about Charlie Kirk. They are just using his death to further their Christo-fascist agenda. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, Charlie Kirk was a reprehensible human being. He enacted his political agenda by preying on weak-minded people. He took complex socioeconomic issues and simplified them by pointing fingers at outgroups, demonizing those groups, and seeking his massive following on them. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states Charlie Kirk was a stochastic terrorist, an adamant transphobe. He denied the genocide happening in Palestine. He believed in the subjugation of women. And in his last dying words, he was spewing racist dog whistles. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states Charlie Kirk was Dr. Frankenstein and his monster shot him through the neck. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further blames Charlie Kirk for his own murder. Whereas Clause 1 of Rule 23 of the Rules of the House of Representatives provides a member, delegate, resident commissioner, officer, or employee of the House shall behave at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibly on the House. And whereas Representative Ilhan Omar's actions in the wake of the assassination of Charlie Kirk are reprehensible and affect the dignity and integrity of the proceedings of the House and do not reflect credibly on the House, now therefore be it resolved that 1. Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota be censured. 2. Representative Ilhan Omar forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. 3. Representative Ilhan Omar be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker. And 4. Representative Ilhan Omar be and is hereby removed from the Committee on Education and Workforce and the Committee on the Budget of the House.
The resolution qualifies. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Massachusetts seek recognition?
I have a motion at the desk, Mr.
The clerk
Speaker.
will report the motion.
Ms. Clark of Massachusetts moves to lay the resolution on the table.
The question is on the motion offered by the gentlewoman from Massachusetts. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I request a call of the yeas and nays.
The yeas and nays are requested. Those favoring a vote by the yeas and nays will rise. A sufficient number having risen, the yeas and nays are ordered. Members will record their votes by an electronic device. This is a 5-minute vote. On this vote, the yeas are 214 and the nays are 213. The motion is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
All right, now that we have watched the entire exchange, a few things stand out to me. First, Nancy Mace's argument focused on accountability and tone, especially after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. According to the resolution read on the House floor, Charlie Kirk was speaking at Utah Valley University when the attack happened. No matter where someone stands politically, losing a life in that way is tragic. The controversy started because the resolution claims that Ilhan Omar reposted a video on X that harshly criticized Charlie Kirk and suggested that his own rhetoric played a role in what happened. The language in that video was extremely aggressive and described Charlie Kirk in very negative terms. This is where Nancy Mace's argument becomes important. Members of Congress operate under House Rule 23, which says representatives should behave in a way that reflects credibility on the institution. Mace argued that amplifying that kind of language right after a political assassination crosses a line. That is a debate worth having. Even people who strongly disagree with Charlie Kirk could still argue that mocking or celebrating someone's death only makes political tensions worse. What also stands out is how close the vote was. Catherine Clark introduced a motion to table the resolution. In Congress, that means stopping the effort before it moves forward. When the vote happened, it ended 214 to 213. Just one vote. That narrow result shows how divided Congress is right now, not just politically but also on questions about standards of conduct. From my perspective, Nancy Mace raised a point that deserves serious discussion. If leaders in Washington want to lower the temperature in politics, that expectation should apply to everyone. Political disagreements are normal, but tragic moments should not become opportunities to escalate rhetoric. The House decided not to move forward with the censure, but the fact that it came down to one vote shows that this issue is far from settled. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Nancy Mace was right to push for the censure? Or do you think the House made the right call by blocking it? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more breakdowns of major moments on Capitol Hill, make sure you subscribe to Congress Lens. I'm Audrey, and I will see you in the next video.